You looking for some shimmer? I got some for you. It's the good stuff. It's good stuff. It's definitely the good. I'm pretty sure it was blue. Was it blue? What color was it? Purple? Blue? Anyway, this is top grade. You ever heard of Walter White? His shit was blue. That's how good this shit is. That's how good it is. Okay, no, I've had enough of this. I'm sorry. I apologize for that one. Got my real intimidating stuff here. And I promise this isn't any sort of illegal substance. This is bifacial makeup remover or something. I don't know. I stole it from my wife. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video. So anyway, guys, we are back with episode 5 here of Arcane up and ready to go. I just want to apologize quick because I think this episode will come out a little bit later than I was hoping for it to. I was busy. We went on a bit of a trip. And then the day that I got back that I had planned to record, I had a pretty rough headache. Didn't really think you guys would appreciate me just sitting here like this the entire time while watching the video. It might have been interesting, like maybe you guys would have thought I was like super intellectual or something, but no, it would have just been pure pain. So anyway, this episode, I don't know, I think we got Jayce on the council now. I don't know if we're really going to be exploring that this episode. Sorry about the chicken or the rooster, whatever the fuck that thing is, man. It's pissing me off. And last episode, Jinx stole the whatchamacallit? What did they call that thing? I'm already forgetting. The something or the other. But that's it. I'm not going to make this intro too long, so let's just hop right into the episode and see what happens. So let's go. And also, I guess we met up with Vi. And that's probably what we're leading off with to start. I should add that part in. We met up with Vi. Her and Caitlyn met up. So yeah, they're in prison. I guess maybe a bit of a prison break this episode. I don't know. Oh. Damn. Absolutely smoking these targets. Some kind of... Oh, damn. She's going for the long shot? Ooh. Dirty. Grayson. Oh. She, like, trained her?
For me, knowing how to handle this weapon means being able to protect people, to be of service to the city. That's trophy enough. And what are you shooting for?
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that they had any sort of relationship at all. Like I didn't even know that that was within the time frame of the first 3 episodes, right? Because it must have been before she died, Grayson, obviously. But Caitlyn looked a little bit older, so I guess we never really learned what Caitlyn was doing in her spare time. The only times we saw her was when she was helping out Jayce or hanging out with Jayce. But that's cool. She was kind of already at that point training to be an enforcer. And that sort of adds on to her and Marcus's relationship because he is technically the one who got Grayson killed. And it seems like she sort of saw Grayson as a bit of as someone she like looked up to, as like an enforcer, as somebody she wanted to be like, that sort of thing. So I don't know, maybe that's kind of the reason why she has kept going, is she wants to figure out what happened to Grayson too.
He was a witness in an ongoing investigation.
Bummer.
Man, that sucks for you.
Hey, give Silco a kiss on that winning eye of his, will you?
Silco? Think she's connected to
Industrialist. Does this mean anything to you?
crossing the line. Ooh.
Where did you get this?
Enforcers are all the same, just asshole criminals in fancy uniforms. You know what? Find
Okay.
Silco yourself.
I will, thank you.
Undercity's gonna eat you alive.
Yeah, kind of need each other, right?
It's for her release.
Since when's he a counselor?
Since today.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the authority. Might as well put it to use as quickly as you can.
Have you had with her?
You know, I never even thought to count.
Yeah, so they are abusing the inmates. But it's weird because Caitlyn said they didn't have any paperwork on her, like why she's even in here in the first place, right? Maybe something to do with Silco or Marcus. I mean, maybe Marcus did throw her in here. Yeah, okay. I mean, hey, that was quick. I thought it would be a little more complicated to get her out of here. I figured a prison break might be involved, but no, just politics and paperwork is all it needed. Hey, that's nice and simple. So this is going to be an interesting relationship and a cool dynamic, I think, her and Caitlyn working together, because they're two opposite sides of the same coin, I guess. Vi being from the Undercity, Caitlyn being from the top side. I think they're going to definitely butt heads about stuff a lot, but they do need each other. Caitlyn has important information about Powder / Jinx. Vi has important information about Silco. Both need those in order to get the means, or each of those needs, each other are the means to an end for each other's problems. Does that make sense? I think that makes somewhat, like 50% sense. So, sorry, this is a fucking mess. I'm sure we'll get information about it, but I am just curious as to why Vi was in here. Why she just automatically assumes all enforcers are working for Silco. Because I kind of thought her and Marcus would be on good terms, since Marcus sort of, saved her at the end of episode 3 when she tried to go save Powder, but didn't let her go. Because she could have died, right? She could have died, but Marcus held her back, brought her somewhere. But it seems like maybe there is a bit of bad blood, because she just seems to dislike all enforcers. And he's like the captain of the enforcers at this point.
Sons. Daughters.
Mm-hmm.
But to all, they are heroes.
Kind of bittersweet, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, sorry, I'm trying not to pause in the middle of the scenes, because you guys were telling me to maybe, it's better to wait until the end of the scenes to really say anything. But now that I am thinking about it a little bit more, it would make sense that Marcus is working for Silco, because he has that dirt on him. Silco at any point could go to whoever's above, like could go to the council, give them an anonymous hint that Marcus was involved in the death of Grayson and those other enforcers back then, because he's the one who gave them the information. So he probably has Marcus like under his thumb, right? And Marcus has to help him. And now he's the one like leading this funeral, which was caused by Silco and his people. And you can kind of see the guilt in his eyes. I mean, maybe I'm reading way too much into it. I could be, and I apologize if I am.
Daddy?
Oh, it's his daughter. I assumed it was one of the others. Oh, Grayson. Yeah, goes to her grave.
Woman.
Yeah.
You said you could control her. I lost 6 officers. 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've accomplished a lot together, Marcus. Sheriff.
Mm.
And there is more yet to achieve.
Helped him to get the sheriff placement.
I hope you can remain a part of that.
Yeah. Subtly being like, I helped you get here. I can take it away.
For their families. From an anonymous concerned citizen.
I mean, I am kind of surprised that he's even donating money to them. And in a way, in a very messed up, twisted way, it's kind of nice. I mean, he didn't want those enforcers to die. He didn't plan it. It was all Jinx's fault, but he is still guilty of covering for her. It seems like Silco has a very twisted mentality of caring for the citizens. You guys have let me know in the comments that Silco, he cares about the Undercity, and somewhat, I don't know if he does really give a shit about the top side too much, but it seems like he's not necessarily, hard to say. He's not a complete monster. It seems like most people who die to his hand are enforcers, who are like, kind of the ones from the top side who the Undercity really despises, because they abuse their power. They kind of abuse the people of the Undercity as much as they can. It seems like Silco has like this weird thing of like he kind of a good guy, or at least he thinks he is, and he kind of goes along with it, but also he does this fucked up shit all the time. Because yeah, those enforcers died, but he just covers for Jinx over and over again, doesn't care how much she messes up, how many people she kills, just covers for her. I kind of respect the the effort, like the responsibility he feels for Jinx, but still, at some point you just gotta give up.
Have your people ever reviewed these logs?
Mr. Tallis, I assure you.
Counselor. And the only assurance I need
Counselor.
is search and seize
Already. He's like, take me seriously, man. I am a counselor now. Already a bit of like power abuse there, but also probably necessary with a guy like Marcus.
An Undercity gang. They call themselves wildlife. They operate like
Not doing too hot, eh, Viktor? Ooh. Into a bit of a trance? Ooh, okay. What kind of meds they got you on right now, dude?
I need to get to the lab.
Okay. I mean, I feel for Viktor. Interesting. Just because Viktor, he obviously is sick with something. His body has kind of just been getting worse since we first met him. He seems like he has more of a struggle getting around, and now he's fully coughing up blood, kind of like I don't know, seeing visions, like hallucinating or getting super dizzy, whatever was causing all those lights to spin for him. Because if he doesn't have a lot of time left, it seems like he just wants to see the results of all of his hard work now, which is why he's pissed at Jayce for kind of pausing all efforts with the gates, the hex gates, while also not announcing any of the new projects. So like everything they've been working towards has kind of just skidded to a halt right now. So I can understand why he'd be pissed off, but it's also somewhat of a selfish endeavor that he's going for. Like really hard to say. Like if he is actually dying, I feel bad telling him that he's being selfish. You know, like he wants to see the results. I think anybody would, but I just feel like it's going to lead him down a bad path. Oh boy. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. Oh, flashbacks. That ain't good. I don't need to relive Flagger and Milo dying, thank you. I could have been without that. Damn.
No.
Fully crying.
No, it was a mistake.
Oh. Yeah, the toy and everything. That's rough. Sort of putting on a front so that she can live with her choices, her actions in the past, but I mean, it's going to keep coming back to her until she confronts it in a much, hopefully, healthier manner, but I feel like she's on a pretty bad path, and it's not going to get any healthier anytime soon.
Get a lay of the land.
Too risky.
Oh, damn. Yep, been working on the parkour skills, doing even better. Caitlyn's like, damn, I should have trained harder. Should have hit the gym a few more times in Enforcer Academy. Yep, taking her sweet time. Ooh, damn. I mean, maybe we should have just taken a cab. Seems like it's probably going to be just as quick. Yep. Actually, yeah, looks all right. Yep, good to be back, eh? Oh, don't even start, buddy. We've met guys like you before.
Nice jacket.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Oh, she's just gonna have it on, isn't she? Was that the old dude? The same old dude that they were just... Oh, man, they could have just taken the cart. Would have been just... The old guy's like, hey, man, I've been waiting for you.
You almost got me killed.
Yep, there's the jacket.
Don't you want to blend in?
Oh. Yeah, left him in the dumpster, too. I mean, probably what he deserved, yeah.
You think Hextech can learn?
Oh, like AI? Oh, come on. We have enough of that in the real world right now. We don't need to deal with this.
Is safe? Of course not.
Yeah, seems like he's kind of throwing most safety out the window, Viktor as well, which is also not a very good sign. When he's at the point where he doesn't quite care about his well-being too much, then, well, not even just his own, like other people's safety, then that's going to be an issue.
But they share a taste for the fine and Noxian spirits. Technically an illegal import.
I tightened our security.
And in so doing, put a target on your back. There are You've just made yourself everyone's common enemy, Jayce.
I mean, that's pretty shitty, though. Everyone's just, like, even the counselors themselves are using the corruption to their own benefit. Like, yeah, even if it's, like, you know, wine or alcohol, still, like, they're getting pissed off at Jayce just because he's trying to tighten up ship. Stupid. Don't kill the bird, please. Bird's like, what the fuck you pointing at? Don't do it. Are you serious? You goddamn bitch. You know what, Powder? I had hope for you. But after that, I'm done. It sort of goes back to my episode 1 commentary where I said that if you want to like somebody, the main part of storytelling is save the cat, where they do something to save a cat. I know it's a raven or a crow. not quite as cute as a cat, but it is just an animal. It wasn't hurting her by being there, but she just shot it. Like she smiled. She laughed about it, bro. How am I supposed to cheer for somebody who can just do that? God damn it. Vi? That spells Vi? Oh, man. So fucking stylish, dude. Damn, is she trying to, like, beat it out of herself? Copying Vi's movements. Damn, so she can hold her own, like, in a fist fight as well. Hand-to-hand combat. But she beat Vi's high score? Oh, not quite. Vi's still up top. Never reached that level, huh? The transitions, bro. The style. I mean, even those scenes where she's like having the flashbacks and all the white drawings and white lines, some of it was like, it was just the name Vi just scratched in there, but flashing everywhere. But it just looked like a bunch of chicken scratches because of how absolutely chaotic it was. Man, it's just so fucking awesome watching this show, dude. You just feel so good. You feel so creative.
And as a supporter of House Talus, you'd be the first in line to any of our advancements.
Yeah.
How can I say no to such an auspicious offer? Your audience awaits.
Oh, I don't like it, man. Ooh, I can't tell if that's actually just him, like, folding to, you know, obviously the corruption. Like, he kind of sees it as a necessity. After the way she's explaining it and the way it sounds like there's really no other way of doing it, I can't necessarily, like, blame him. I can't really say, like, oh, he should have been better than that. He should have stood up to them. Because if he does, he's just kind of screwed anyway, right? Like, it feels like he kind of just has to play along. But also it kind of feels like he's giving up a piece of himself, the part of him that knows what's right and what's wrong. It seems like it's the only way, right? But that sucks. That sucks for Jayce. Sucks for the city as a whole. Like, all their counselors just given to corruption like that. Yeah, going to everybody, making the deals. Oh, it just feels dirty, man. Like, all that power that comes with being a counselor, it's just put to nothing. Like, everything's just going to stay the same. And it's not going to lead to anything good, because the reason that he was doing all that, like putting kind of boundaries, was for people's safety, for the safety of Hextech as a whole as well, because we don't know what Powder/Jinx is going to start doing once she gets her Hextech shit going. Like, she could do anything to affect the city. She could attack it. She could attack the Hex Gates, but doesn't matter because people need their wine. People need their money.
You have to let them think you have what they want.
And what do I have?
You're hot.
Damn, Vi making moves?
Man or woman?
Matilda. My parents named me Matilda.
Let's hope this doesn't end any terrible way. I feel like Vi, she just absolutely played her, bro. She's like, yeah, you be the distraction. I'm gonna deal with the actual business shit because you're just annoying me. Oh, is that Marcus? With the blood money? Oh, he still has that coin. The one that fell into Grayson's blood, perhaps?
Imagining yourself a hero. One final act to make you the martyr you've always seen yourself as.
Oh, really? Then what the fuck? Actually?
Then what are you waiting for?
Yeah, I was gonna say that had to have been... Oh, that would have been kind of cold, though. I would have actually really dug that if that's where the story went. If they just straight up like, you know what, yeah, Marcus says, you know what, not a bad idea. Should have done it, man. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Marcus is so evil that I feel like he needs to die for it.
Silco's number 2's irregular. I could have Miguel tell you where to find her. I owe you. It's nothing.
Yeah. Okay, it's good to know that there's still people on her side and Vander's side. Oh.
This is all I've seen.
Damn. Actually having a good time. All right. Yeah. At least Caitlyn's having a good time, man. It turned into something good. She needed to, relax a little bit, de-stress. But no, as I was saying, it's nice that there's people who are still sort of on the side of Vander and Vi. Even after it's been like a few years now, like they're still kind of looking after them. They still want to help them out. They know the injustice that Silco's like doing at this point, because Silco, he has the whole thing of helping the Undercity, but also like he's kind of screwing everyone over that's not in his immediate circle. And even his immediate circle, like Marcus, the one lady, I think her name was like Venica or something. They're kind of just, he doesn't really give a shit about them. It's mostly Jinx that he cares about.
We're not often in the position to give anything back.
I couldn't have done it without
I still don't trust her, man. Not even a little bit. Everything. Is it bad? I find it kind of gross, honestly. Like, it feels like she's just using him. I feel like there's no actual emotion there. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe there is something, but still, it feels like everything she does is a ploy, an act in order to kind of further herself in council, in technology, like basically so that she can get like in the top of the society.
Can't figure out why it's not working.
You will.
Okay.
Are you headed home soon? I thought we could walk together.
Damn, Viktor got some game.
Probably going to sleep here tonight.
Oh, never mind. He's got nothing. Really sucks that he's so blinded by like kind of the power in front of him, or the potential of this power, that he's not really looking. It feels like he's not focusing on the present Viktor, I mean, because he wants to figure this out. He wants to help people is sort of his main thing, and this is his way of helping people, but he's not focusing on himself enough. I feel like he needs to focus on his own well-being rather than the well-being of everyone else, because that's sort of what is making it's sort of toxic to him. It's putting him in this mindset of like, oh, I need to do this. Hell, I'm even going to sleep in the lab tonight if I have to, because he is so dead set on figuring this out when he's already in like an unhealthy state right now. Oh no. Oh, poor Viktor. Come on. I don't care about your guys' relationship. Someone go help Viktor, please. Oh, is it gonna start doing something? Oh, the blood. With blood? What are we doing here? What's it doing with blood? Why does it need that? That can't be good. Oh, and it's like joining with it? What is going on here? Oh my god, I do not give a shit about you guys. I do not. Show me what's going on here. This is 10 times more interesting than your guys' little sexcapades.
Can either break you or forge you into something greater. You need to let powder die, so the fear of pain will no longer control you.
Yeah, kill off like the still kind of good part of her so that she doesn't have any regret. Oh. What is this? What was that? Oh, the drugs. Oh, wait, seriously? Playing the... Oh, we got Imagine Dragons in world? No, they actually... Bro, they 100%, that was Imagine Dragons. They even, like, kind of matched the face to him. That's kind of cool. That's kind of dope. Oh, she's pissed. Yeah. Right, she's probably super pissed at her, because she sort of betrayed them, didn't she? She was on Vander's side originally, I thought. Shit, I just realized I won't be able to play any of the audio for this on YouTube. It's going to be purely muted. I'm sorry for that. Oh, Jayce left? Oh man. Well, at least he left and like went to check on Viktor. That was kind of nice of him. Poor Viktor, man. Oh, not even a single word to be said. Just straight out, what, knocked her out cold? Okay, no. Ooh. Oh, I kind of dig it. Oh, man. They got that shit, like, built in now?
You never learned patience.
Yeah. Didn't even learn communication. Straight into throwing hands, throwing knees. Bro, man. Shit, dude. The choreography that goes into these fights is actually, like, nuts. They must have had real life people do the choreography and then like modeled it after it. Because if they're just doing this straight from imagination, I could not. I don't. They're on another world. Oh, nice. Yeah, just learn to stay down, please.
She works for him.
Yep. Happily. She chooses to be there. Oh, that didn't sound pretty.
She's like his daughter.
Oh, gotta just rub it in the wound, huh? Oh, come on, Kate. Now is about the time to be finished with your little date. Come on, Caitlyn. You gotta have a gun. Please. There we go. Yep, not gonna be much use to you. Fuck yeah. Damn it. Aim for the face, please. Man, we saw your aim. We saw what you could do, like, start of the episode. Why are you missing now?
Why did you let her go?
Do you ever say thank you?
He's gonna know we're here now.
Whose fault is that?
I'll let her go. I mean, maybe we can follow her, but Vi's not really in much of a state to do that.
I'm an excellent shot. My name is Caitlyn.
But you're so sweet. Like a cupcake.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, so now Jinx. It's fully Jinx. No more powder left, right? After whatever they did there. Ooh, okay. She's having the time of her life right now.
Sister. She's back.
From the dead.
From the dead? They fully thought she was dead? Oh, they probably thought she died in the explosion, right? They never actually, like, saw her afterwards. They only... Oh, but that means that Marcus didn't tell them about her. So that's good. That's promising, at least. That shows that Marcus isn't a complete monster. He did spare her. I don't know. As I said, we didn't really learn why she was in jail in the first place anyway. So I don't know if Marcus put her there maybe for even her own safety. It shows that Marcus isn't fully with... we kind of already knew it, but it just solidifies that he is not fully with Silco. Like he's not telling him everything, not making it so that he's going to win in the end. So that's good. Vi... it was good to meet up with her again. Good to see what she's like nowadays. Still a badass, man. Jumps into a fight without asking, without saying a single word. Like with Vecna or Venica. What was her name? Venica. Didn't even yell anything. Wasn't like hiya. Just a bam right in the face, knee to the face. That's the most abrupt and rude way of starting a conversation. But she just hopped right in there. That's what she felt like doing. She did it. I kind of respect it. But it does show how impatient she is. She just wants to jump right into fighting. She did the same thing with the henchman that was in the jail that she like broke his jaw, right? She didn't ask him any questions first, didn't ask him about powder, just I think immediately started throwing hands with him, broke his body, just didn't give a shit about getting any answers right away. It seemed like she was more protecting herself, maybe she thought that he was there to kill her because she knew that she was on Silco's bad side. Either way, though, I feel like she could have at least asked the guy a couple questions before beating the crap out of him. But that's just obviously that's how she is. She just likes to hop right into the fight. Hot-headed is the term I'm looking for. She just doesn't really care about actually getting the answers first. She wants her revenge. She wants the just desserts to be served. But her dynamic with Caitlyn this episode with Kate, that was honestly pretty wholesome. It feels like they have a bit of a sister bond growing, which is kind of something that I think Vi maybe needs. After losing powder, after like not being able to have that relationship with her nowadays, just a more human connection to have with somebody because she doesn't have anyone now. She doesn't have Milo, she doesn't have Clagger, doesn't have Vander. Kind of everyone that she was close with is gone. It's nice that the first person she sort of has met up with is Caitlyn, who kind of like, she's just a good person, Caitlyn. Like she's a little bit cold. She wants to get the job done. And she definitely didn't trust Vi off the start, but it seems like they've kind of grown to each other fairly quickly, which is a good thing because they need each other. And I'm glad that they will probably be able to trust each other now because straight up, Caitlyn saved Vi's life there. Like she would have been a very gruesome death had she not stepped in. So she at least has to trust Caitlyn. And I think Kate, she knows that Vi isn't doing anything like malicious towards her. Like, she did leave her behind, but not for any reason of like, oh, I don't trust you. Oh, I don't think you can really handle it. It seemed like she saw Kate having a good time, maybe didn't want to interrupt her. Maybe also didn't trust her completely for what she was going to do. Like, she wanted to kick Venika's ass. Kate probably would have been like, oh no, we should talk to her, right? And Vi didn't want anything to do with that. So I understand why she left her behind, but it wasn't anything really like about disliking Kate. It was more just she wanted to do her own thing. So I think that relationship, that dynamic is going to be pretty good. I'm really happy that they found each other because they both needed it. Kate was also a bit of a loner. She had Jayce, but Jayce was sort of on her parents' side, or at least defending them a lot, of not letting her do what she wanted to do with the enforcers. She's sort of doing her own thing. And now she has someone like Vi, who is sort of in the same boat, the loner who just wants to get the job done, wants to figure this shit out, wants to solve the mystery. And at least they have each other to, help with the brawls, help with the clues. They each have answers to each other's questions most of the time, or at least they know what path to take to get to them. Great little dynamic that we got going there. The other characters are really interesting, like Silco and Jinx themselves. They were sort of fleshing out their relationship a little bit more. And it seemed like Silco helped Jinx to get over her past trauma of getting Clagger and Milo killed, of, kind of being abandoned by Vi. Whatever he did with her in that lake seemed to do the job because she was able to figure out that hex tech stuff. It looked like it was going pretty good for her. Had the runes flying around in the room. Everything was working. No explosions, no massive explosions. So that's always a plus when you're working with that sort of material. But obviously now Silco knows that Vi is alive. He looked a little bit startled about that, looked a little bit scared, a bit worried, because even though he did all that with Jinx, it seems like probably if she sees Vi, probably gonna set her off again, right? I don't think whatever little therapy they did in that pond or that lake is enough to deal with that sort of issue if that pops up. So yeah, I think he's going to be a bit worried about her showing up in front of Jinx, so probably going to try to kill her as quickly as possible, find her, kill her, send as many guys as he can to deal with that problem. And then we got Marcus as well. His whole storyline is actually, it might even be the most interesting to me, even though he's a relatively small side role. I do like the whole dynamic of him helping out Silco. Like, he's kind of being forced to, otherwise he's probably going to die. Maybe they threatened his daughter too, or maybe they just threatened his career. Like, as Silco was letting on, they helped him to get the sheriff position, probably just so that they can use him more, since he'll have more of an authority over that stuff, be able to give them more information, more power. But obviously if Marcus tries to go against them, then it's not going to end well for him. And now that he has a daughter, it seems like that's one more thing they can threaten against him. But it makes for interesting character development, because it seems like he wants to do the right thing, but also he has a family that he has to look out for. He actually cares about the well-being of people, I think. At least I hope, because I'm kind of going off the fact that he saved Vi. Like, that's kind of the only good thing that he's ever done. But I don't know even all the details of that. But I think just the fact that he has a daughter kind of makes me get a little bit soft towards him. Like, I feel like he's a little bit more humanized because of that. I just hope that he kind of has a chance to right the stuff that he has wronged in the past with Grayson, with the rest of the enforcers that he's gotten killed. But nowadays he is helping to cover up other enforcer deaths. And that's kind of dark too. Like, it's something that he's kind of being forced to do, but also, I don't know. I feel like it's a very gray area, right? Like, I don't really blame him for it, but also it's not a good thing that he's doing. The Jayce story is interesting. I like the Jayce stuff, but I think I find the Viktor stuff kind of a bit more intriguing right now too. Just because Jayce, like, there's a whole romance thing with that one lady. I honestly don't remember her name either. I'm sorry about that. The one who's been helping him out with the council shit. I don't care about that relationship, not at all. As I said, I don't really believe it's a real relationship. I feel like she's just using him. It's interesting. Like, it's not really bad. I'm just saying, like, I'd rather see other stuff than that whole relationship grow. But the fact that he is, like, kind of throwing away his ideals in order to just have a place on the council and keep that power and not be anyone's enemy feels a little bit shitty too. It's kind of the same thing as Marcus, right? Like, it's not a good thing he's doing, but also can I really blame him? It's complicated. It's hard to really point a finger at who's at fault there. But still, the fact that he had this mindset of what he was going to do, and then so easily he just kind of folded to, okay, now this is the status quo. I'm gonna do what she's telling me to do and to help these people. Maybe he's faking it. Maybe he actually has a different plan in mind and he wants to out these people, but they just haven't shown us anything yet. Maybe now that Viktor's even health-wise not doing too good, maybe he'll kind of empathize towards him, want to do more for his sake rather than for the council's sake, and maybe that'll kind of be the catalyst as to why he wants to help him out. Viktor, I feel really bad for him. Obviously, he doesn't have a whole lot of time left here, but it did seem like he was getting a little bit drastic in what he was doing. He didn't really care about his own safety or Jayce's safety, because he was in the room too when he was messing with that, and there was like sparks and flames flying everywhere, those power veins flying all over the place. Jayce was like, "Are you sure this is safe?" And Viktor was straight up, No, I have no idea, man, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to keep going because this is my last chance to do something with myself to help people. He wants to help the Undercity, which is where he came from, and he wants to see it done before he dies. So now he's like bedridden. It looks like he might have to give up, but we saw that whatever he was working on, it sucked his blood into it. Usually that's not a great thing. Usually that means, like, I don't know if whatever power that's going to be is going to get some sort of human tone to it. Maybe it's gonna like personify it. I have no clue, man. But usually when some bit of a science project gets human blood involved in a movie or a TV show, usually some sort of mutation sprouts out from there. Probably not gonna be a great time, whatever turns from that. So, I mean, maybe it solved their issue. Maybe it's gonna start working absolutely perfectly. It just needed that little bit of a sprinkle of humanity in there, and it's gonna have that little bit of organization that it needed. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be pretty evil, whatever the fuck happens. So, I don't know. I do kind of hope Viktor can at least, like, I don't know, die knowing that he did something good. Like, I don't want it to turn into an evil thing, but also, you know, they've sort of been being warned against what they've been doing with the whole magic thing. The professor had warned them against it. It obviously didn't look very safe, so I don't know if it's going to turn out too well for Jayce or Viktor, because Viktor's just complicated. He basically, his main goal is to do the right thing. He's just a little bit selfish on how quickly he wants it to do. He's impatient about it, and that's where the issue is stemming from. I like Viktor, honestly. I don't know if he's going to be, like, I was sort of getting maybe, like, betrayal vibes from him, but I really don't know now. I don't know if he's even going to be around long enough for that to matter. I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of feel bad for the fact that he's done all this hard work and now he's just bedridden, right? Like, I don't know, maybe whatever he did, it's going to heal him. I don't know. They could go that route. Maybe it'll have some amazing, like, healing technology now that it has his blood mixed in there. Maybe I don't know, maybe it fully, like, whatever illness is in his blood, it'll be cured. And they'll see that it's capable of doing that, and they'll use it on him. Maybe. Still, though, just the idea of mixing that science magic, that arcane, with human, not the best choice, I'd say. Probably going to get pretty complicated from there. But no, honestly, a good episode. I think that's kind of it for stuff to talk about. It was more just a lot of investigating, exploring information. Like, there was a couple fight scenes. I loved the fight scene with Vi and Venica. Seemed like they were absolutely going at each other's throats, trying to go for the kill. And it got pretty brutal there at the last little bit. But that was good. The parkour scene earlier on with Vi, awesome. The animation is incredible. Every single episode, animation. They've done something to make the episode, like, sort of stylistic on its own. Like this one, the one that popped out to me enough was Jinx having that trauma, those flashbacks, and seeing all those white lines. That was a cool scene. I talked about it already. Very cool scene. I loved seeing that. But other than that, I think that's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated on this series or any of my other series that I'm doing. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the episode, video, whatever you want to say, just no spoilers. And I do have a Patreon link down in the description, gives you early access to all of my videos, and that extra support just means a lot. It's very appreciated from me. And that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.